As an African American, we have to deal with racism, and we get outraged when people who are not African Americans are racist against African Americans, particularly when we see racism such as the Trayvon incident where a white person is stalking and killing a black person, or where an officer, whatever color an officer is, all we ever see is that blue uniform, is beating up a African American, maybe killing them while they're in a imprisoned, helpless condition. That sort of racism we get upset at. But what about the racist in the mirror? What about the racist that we African Americans see every time we get up in the morning and do our hair? What about him or her? Have you ever thought about the fact that African American men don't really want to date African American women largely? Or maybe they want to date them or sleep around with them, but when they determine that they're ready to get married, settle down, and have a family, they don't want to be bothered with us loud, ghetto, African American, nappy-headed people from our community that sound like us, that look like us, that dress like us, that come from where we come from, because that's not the life they want to live. The word ghetto. Have you thought about what the word ghetto now means? Have you ever thought about it? I come from the ghetto. I come from the ghetto. Absolute ghetto. There's no other way to put where I come from than to say I come from the ghetto. And all my friends were raised in the ghetto. So like I can say that I am a Los Angelian, I could easily say that I am a ghettoan because I come from the ghetto. And I think like somebody from the ghetto because I'm from the ghetto. So obviously whatever I think like's got to be ghetto because I'm from the ghetto. But being from the ghetto is something to be ashamed of. It's embarrassment. The clothes that I like to wear, the styles and fashions that my friends and I came up with in the ghetto, what we sewed, what the earrings that we made, that we sold to each other and started wearing to the point where stores and different things caught on and started selling them because they knew that there was a market for them, because that's what we liked, because that's what looked good on us. And because it looked good on us, and because we like it, it's ghetto. I can accept that because I am from the ghetto. So I know I am ghetto because by definition the ghetto's got to be comprised of the people in the ghetto. But what I'm having a hard time with is the fact that if it looks good on me, if I create it, if I wear it, if it's my style, if it's what is comfortable and happens in my community, that's shameful. And I need to hide my heritage. Again, haven't I got enough secrets? Now I gotta hide that I'm from the ghetto. And I gotta hide that I talk like I'm from the ghetto. That I think like a person from the ghetto. That I have a ghetto mentality. Well, obviously I have a ghetto mentality. How are you going to define a ghetto mentality? It's got to be the mentality of a person in the ghetto, and the mentality of the person in the ghetto has got to be what you need to exist in the ghetto. So I must have that because I existed in the ghetto. I grew up in the ghetto. So I must have a ghetto mentality. I was taught and raised in the ghetto by other ghetto people. And now I got the concept that because I'm ghetto, that I need to be ashamed of myself because I'm ghetto. I already have to be ashamed because I'm dark skinned. I gotta be ashamed because I got nappy hair. I gotta be ashamed because I got brown eyes, a big butt. You know, cause I eat meat, I gotta be ashamed. You know, cause I eat pork, I gotta be ashamed. Because I eat grits, collard greens, fried chicken. Heard somebody talking about she gonna serve us fried chicken. You know what? It's about time that I roll up my sleeves, ghetto as I am. I just feel like somebody needs, just a medium-sized beatdown, one that they will remember for the next 5 years if they got a problem with my fried chicken. But this isn't coming from a Caucasian person. This is somebody who probably can make some better fried chicken than me because they're from the ghetto just like me. Their mama made fried chicken. They make fried chicken. I make fried chicken. But the comment simply means there is something wrong with me. There is something wrong with my heritage. And at the root of it is the fact that I am African American. I am African. And I am racist. Anything that I can clearly associate with being African American is bad because I am racist and I have already defined myself as being the least significant, the worst, to be treated poorly, even by myself. Anyone that I look at and they look like me, I am going to treat them poorly because that is appropriate for African Americans. This is racist. When I go to an African American church, I'm going to pick a church where they don't act ghetto, i.e., where they don't act like me. Oh, those people in the ghetto are so loud. Really? They play their music so loud. That's ghetto. Do you understand that sound comes from the way that you are made? And it also comes from vocal training. So any person that was raised in an African American church and sang in a choir from the age of 2 or 3 has developed a stronger and better vocal system. We African American women tend to be slightly bustier than some other women. I'm talking about real boobs. These are real boobs. These got fat in them and all. You see that? That's me. That's me. And that's most African American women. We have in here more room for vibration. Then we go and we sing in choirs. We sing in choirs sometimes 2 and 3 days a week. So we train our voices as a part of our ghetto communities. And then we sometimes develop things where we preach. We become missionaries and such like that. And we preach. And again, we are training our voices so that we have vibrato. What we're calling loud are people who have training.